and just some other different things out there. I hope you're all, like I said, hope you're all having a good day. Here we are on Thursday already. Can you believe it? It's Thursday. Yeah. Anyway, man, time just seems to be flying by. There is no stopping it. There is no slowing it down, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So anyway, guys, last night I'm not sure if you guys made it to. I was actually a little bit late to Fanjecture's live stream last night. If you guys haven't been over to Fanjecture's channel, go over there and check it out because they talk about movies and they kind of rank. Last night was ranking the most anticipated films or springtime 2020. It was a pretty good debate and something kind of came up in it while we were there. Voting on the different movies and things, and it was funny because the movie that ended up winning is this new movie getting ready to come out with Ben Affleck called The Right Way, This Is the Way, The Hard Way. No, you know what I'm talking about. What was the name of that movie? Gung Ho. No, dang it, that was a Michael Keaton movie back in the '80s. I don't know. But it looked really good, and it kind of made me start to wonder because it's a sports movie. It's got Ben Affleck. He's like a basketball coach, and he's dealing with stuff. One of those kind of movies. And it was really weird that it ended up winning overall. It ended up winning the night. Everybody's kind of like kind of surprised, especially over some of the movies that were on there. And honestly, the one thing that we definitely got confirmed last night is that humans are racist. Yeah, humans are racist, and there was proof of it last night as we seen that all the humans that were involved yesterday kept the mutants oppressed. The new mutants, as a matter of fact, somehow it ended up losing in the first round. Yeah, yeah, we was robbed yesterday, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm still feeling a little salty and spiteful over the other week's beating of Clerks 2. Yeah, I'm still not over it. And I gotta say, last night I was voting to just to make sure that certain other movies didn't out there didn't win, like Mulan. Have you guys seen that? Did you see how far Mulan made it into the thing? I'm like, come on. Everybody talking about woke culture, right? And this movie is about a crossdresser. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This girl goes to take the place of her father in this army by crossdressing, and people praise this movie. Talk about woke, right? Puh. Man, I don't even know what's going on around here anymore. These things are just, oh man. I'm kidding. Naturally. Mulan actually looks like a pretty good movie. This Ben Affleck movie does sound like a good movie, but the interesting thing is as Terrazon was on there and several of us were on there kind of talking, part of the conversation started to revolve around sports movies, and how truly touching and heartwarming a lot of sports movies are. Even if you're not into sports, a lot of these movies are good. Like, I can tell you, my parents, they didn't like sports. Like, you want to talk about sports to my father, you'd have had to talk about fishing. Yeah, fishing, not racing, not none of that stuff. None of the IndyCar 5,500, whatever they call it. None of that kind of stuff. You ain't gonna talk to my father about that. You gotta talk to him about fishing. On Golden Pond. That was a good movie. You ever seen that one? Anyway, so we kind of got on the subject of that. That was kind of what it started revolving around, and I started thinking about I'm not like a huge sports fan. I do like sports. Don't get me wrong, but I don't watch football anymore. Hockey's pretty interesting. It's been a while since I've really paid attention to hockey. The sport that I watch the most now is. Do you consider American Ninja Warrior a sport? Do you? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you consider American Ninja Warrior a sport? So, and it's a good one too. It's kind of a sport. Very good one. I like watching American Ninja Warrior. I didn't watch it this last season though, but I need to go back and watch that. Anyway, like, I don't watch like, the only sport I really watch anymore is cycling. Yeah, cycling. I believe me, for most of you, it's probably like people watching baseball. You don't want to see that shit. You don't want to watch it. You don't want to see it. You want to hear about it. Nothing like that. Trust me when I say you don't. It's and plus, if you're a cyclist, if don't get into cycling either. Let me tell you, don't get into cycling either. Don't get into things that are good for your health because it's expensive. Cycling is hella expensive. Okay, I'm telling you, the bicycle that I ride is probably cost. It definitely costs more than my truck is worth. Let me tell you, it really is. But sports movies seem to pull like sports movies seem to get a lot of people involved, and people really do enjoy sports movies. Like I said, even my parents, when I was growing up, even my parents liked sports movies. And let me know how the volume is there. I turned it down just a little bit. It looked like it was kind of clipping a little bit. Let me know how that is. But I don't watch baseball. I'm not really big into baseball. But you know what? Some of the best movies I remember watching out there are baseball movies, right? Like Bull Durham. You ever seen Bull Durham? That's a good one. That's a good one. Have you ever seen Major League? Yeah, right? Major League, it's a good one, right? What's that other one with Tom Hanks? Remember? Yeah, that one sports movie. Oh man, what you know what? No, no, not that one. I'm talking about Bachelor Party, obviously. A League of Their Own. Get out of here. Oh, but then also think about The Natural. You ever seen The Natural with? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about with Robert Redford, right? Man, I'm telling you, The Natural is such a good movie, and it's a movie about baseball, but it's not really about baseball neither at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a really great movie. It's about this baseball player. He goes off. And, he's big, famous in baseball. He's a natural. Ends up like when he was a kid. Has this bat made out of this tree that got struck by lightning, and it was his good luck bat. He took it with him everywhere. He ended up getting sick. He was married. Like all kinds of crazy stuff, man. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, but that's one I need to own because it's one of those movies I grew up loving watching. You know what I mean? So many great people in it. Isn't Wilford Brimley in that? Yeah, the diabetes guy. The diabetes guy is in there. Glenn Close. Glenn Close is in there as well. But Robert Redford, I mean, come on, guys, let's face it. Hey, I'm comfortable with myself. Robert Redford, this is a good looking man. I can guarantee you, your mother probably seen Robert Redford on screen and was like, ah, yeah. I'm telling you, yeah. Let's not act like Robert Redford wasn't the original Willie Beeman that left the ladies. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know Willie Beeman? You know Willie Beeman too, right? From Any Given Sunday? Regardless, it's a really great movie. And it's one I need to go back and watch again. Just watching that movie because it's full of so much drama, so many things that happen in it, and it's so crazy how a lot of these movies are like that. Because it started to remind me of The Rookie. Have you seen The Rookie, the one with Dennis Quaid? And Dennis Quaid is such a great actor as well. And Benedict Cumberbatch, actually, for whatever reason, kind of reminds me of Dennis Quaid. I mean, a little in his looks, he's got a longer face, but for some reason, like the way he acts, his line delivery and everything reminds me of Dennis Quaid. I don't know why. I don't know. But Dennis Quaid is a great actor. And The Rookie is another one, key example of one of those. These are all baseball movies. Like I said, I'm not a big baseball fan, but these movies, they just seem to hit home. They tell really great stories. I remember there was another one I always used to like watch when I was growing up too, called Youngblood. You ever seen Youngblood? Yeah. Yeah, with Rob Lowe. It's got Rob Lowe and Cynthia Gibb. Remember Cynthia Gibb back in the 80s, man? Yeah, I do. Yeah, but anyway, it's got him. It's got Patrick Swayze in there. They're living. They're in Canada, and the Rob Lowe, he basically wants to leave his family farm to go play hockey. His brother was actually a hockey player too, but all he could do was fight. All he could do was fight. It's a good one. Keanu Reeves is in it. It's like the first movie I remember seeing Keanu Reeves in. He played the goalie. But some very good stuff. It seems like there's. What does it seem like? There's always some good, like, sort of lessons, moral lessons and shit learned in movies like that. They're really good, and when they're done right, like I like those good sports movies, and I think that's kind of what it came down to in the conversation. Like Tara was saying in the chats last night was, like a real dude movie, like that bro stuff in there. You know what I mean? It's always very heartfelt. Remember the Titans? Oh, dang it. Do you remember the Titans? Dang, that was a good one too. Denzel Washington, remember he was teaching the kids. Is Greg Kinnear is not in that one too. Because I know he's in Invincible too. Remember Invincible with Vince Papale? Yeah, about Vince Papale and Mark Wahlberg. What is it about a sports movie? What is it about sports movies that gets people so like, the one I never seen? What is it called? The Blind Side? Is that, yeah, I never seen that one with Sandra Bullock and Michael Gray. It wasn't Michael White. No. Antonio Brown. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about? That kid that played on the Titans or something like that? Yeah. But it wasn't Remember the Titans. It was yeah, anyway. Just great stuff, man. I don't know why these movies always seem to be so good and just, they hit so close to home. You know what I mean? They hit so close to home. But, I think cuz a lot of what it is when you get into a good sports movie, a lot of what it is you kind of when it comes down to sports, you see a lot of humanity at its best and you see humanity at its worst also. It really does kind of depend. Hell, even that movie The Program where they were talking about Lance Armstrong, remember that one? That was a good one too. Because in a lot of these movies, it's just you see so much humanity. I guess you see people at their best, you see people at their worst, you see people faced with adversity, you see people overcoming adversity, you see people coming together through adversity, you see people, you see things preached like teamwork, like leadership. You know what I mean? It's just great, and it's almost always guaranteed to be a good movie. You know what I mean? Almost always guaranteed to be good. And it started making me think like it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of comic books out there about sports. You know what I mean? I think you could make something interesting. It doesn't have to be a superhero comic book. But I don't know. That's just if you ask me. And if you ask me, I mean, just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand. Yeah. Anyway. This is some great coffee too. It's that Black Rifle Coffee Company stuff that I was talking about yesterday too. But here's the thing. I'm not sure. Do you guys drink coffee? And if you do you like your coffee? The thing is I started doing it again. I started using my pour over coffee maker. Have you guys ever done that? It's so much better than using one of those Keurigs or a regular coffee maker. Use a pour over. It's so good. You get so much more flavor out of your coffee. It's stronger. It's just better. Anyway, okay, let's get here into the chats and see what everybody's talking about when it comes to these sports movies, and then we'll get into a little bit of comic book talk here as well. Let's see. Coachella Coastal, thank you so much for being here. Biden Touch, Captain Pennsylvania Fanjecture, thank you. The Way Something, yes, The Way Home, The Homeward Bound, The Way Something, yeah, The Way Back, yeah, The Way Back. That was it. It really made me want to see it more. It did make me want to see it more. Yeah, Captain Pennsylvania is right here, man. The humans holding down the mutants again, dude. I'm telling you, humans are mutant oppressors. Can I get a blue check mark by my name now on Twitter? Anyway, um, Andrew, thank you for being here. Says, is Mulan gonna have singing in it? That's a good question. I wonder how they would do that because it seems like that would be a little bit silly for them to do the singing, but it also wouldn't quite be Mulan without the singing, right? Because I want to see that. I want to see them perform that song. I'll make you a man, or you'll be a man, or you know what I'm talking about. Like that one that when I watched it in the cartoon, I was sitting like, yeah, this is a little creepy, right? This is a little. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get this thing flagged and demonetized. But it was a little questionable. When I watched it, I'm kind of like, it was a little, yeah. But I don't know. That is a good question if it's gonna have singing in it. Captain Pennsylvania says she's not a mutant. Who's not a mutant? Oh man, I must have missed something. Yova Rhodes, thank you so much for being here. Aggressively Relaxing says we're just doing a relaxing's material now. No, that's fine. It's cool. We're just doing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I stole that. I totally stole that from Aggressively Relaxing. The cross-dressing thing with Mulan. Oh yeah, that's totally Aggressively Relaxing. It's a hilarious bit. It's a hilarious bit. And that's what I'm saying. Like I steal everyone's shit. In case you guys don't know, you should go check out Aggressively Relaxing's channel. That's why I stole your shit aggressively because I plug you all the time. I'm kidding. That's not why I stole you. I stole your shit because it's funny. Because it is pretty hilarious. But yeah, that I did get that. I did get the whole cross-dressing Mulan thing from Aggressively Relaxing. Hilarious stuff. If you guys aren't subscribed to Aggressively Relaxing, you're letting some of the best things in life pass you by. Middle of the name. My middle name is Sports. Yes. It's a sport. Very competitive. My middle name is Sports. Dang, man. That's crazy. That's a crazy middle name. I could imagine my Trinity Sports. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. But in this case, yeah. Intense physical competition? Yes. Sport? Not sure on that one. Which one? What's not a sport? What's not a sport? What, wrestling? Are you talking about wrestling? What was it talking? I don't know. Oh, are you talking about American Ninja Warrior? Yeah, American Ninja Warrior. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because it still does take a certain amount of talent to do. Not just anybody can do it, but just anybody could do it. I watch baseball, says Captain Pennsylvania. Yeah, no problems there. Hey, if you watch baseball, that's on you. Like I said, I watch cycling. I'm a cyclist. I watch cycling, and believe me when I say that, sometimes when you're watching cycling, you'll be watching a stage for 4 hours, and you're doing nothing but sitting on your ass, watching somebody sit on their ass and pedal a bike. It's not exciting. Like if you're watching the sprint stages, those are really fun because the ones where they're mostly flat stages and they have a sprint finish, like you could forget most of those anyway. But you just want to watch like the last 3 miles or so of the race because that's when it really starts ramping up. The dudes start flying, dude, and shit gets bonkers, man. It gets absolutely bonkers. But if you're watching the mountain stages, those are always exciting. I mean, you're watching dudes just pedal a bike uphill and suffering, but that's when you really see the fireworks where it really gets exciting too. Not as exciting as watching, say, the sprint finishes, but I'm telling you, there's some of those mountain stages where I'm sitting there, I'm like, hoo, 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 just like I was there in the Tour de France, man, cheering them on, dude. Like, there's some of them that get really pretty intense. 36 Chambers Tattoo Studio. Thank you so much for being here. It says, yo, Second Street and the Comic Fam. How are you doing? Captain Pennsylvania says, sport definition just says if you have a competition, it's basically a sport. So very vague. Oh, yeah, because we could have a measuring contest, you know what I'm saying? And that's a sport, you know what I'm saying? And is that a sport? I don't know. I don't know. I guess you are letting your talents do the speaking for you, right? Sports movies are pretty unexciting to me. Oh, fair enough, Biden. Fair enough. I was gonna say, like for me, I like them. Not all of them are good. Not all of them are good, but some of them are very good. Aggressively relaxing says, "There's no crying at bachelor parties." No, there isn't. um, let's see. Forrest Gump is a track and field movie. Run, run, yes, run, Forrest. Unless the strippers don't show, says Captain Pennsylvania. Oh, right. My mom was in love with that dude. Oh, we must be talking about Redford. Yeah. Redford went on to be president of the United States in that awful HBO Watchmen cash grab. I still haven't seen that, but you know what? Robert Redford, he became a Nazi. Yeah, he was part of Hydra. He was the leader of them. They infiltrated Shield. They did. Captain Pennsylvania says hockey movie. Gotta catch that. Yeah, it's called Youngblood. Youngblood is a good. It's a good one. It's a good one from back in the mid '80s, late '80s maybe. Great movie. Yeah, it's got Rob Lowe, Cynthia Gibb, Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves is in it. Oh man, it's got that guy, dude. I can't remember the guy who plays the coach. He's so good in movies too. If I get his name, you'll recognize who he is, and you'll probably be like, oh man, yeah, he is great. Man, what is his name? Let's see here. Youngblood. There we go. Youngblood. Ed Lauder. Ed Lauder is his name. This guy right here, dude, he's great. He's a great actor, but he plays in it too. And I'm telling you, he's in a ton of films. Whoa, I didn't know that he died. I didn't know that Ed Lauder died, man, in 2013. Man, he's been dead for 7 years now. I didn't even know he died, but he was always such a great actor too. And he's in a lot of movies. Ed Lauder was ton of movies. I guess technically Rocky is a sports movie. Yeah, I was gonna say Rocky is a sports movie, and it's a great one too. It's a great sports movie. One of my favorites. Superior Hero Reviews says great movie, also great movie. Ooh, which one? Which one? Dang it! Flapping my gums so long here. Captain Pennsylvania says sports are family films, brotherhood. Yeah, I think for the most part they are. Aggressively relaxing says, hey asshole, who hits the other team? Hey, the asshole who hits the other team is a very important position in hockey. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. The person who, yeah, the fighter, you gotta have the scrapper. Hey, have you ever seen Days of Thunder? That's another good one too. Remember Days of Thunder? Yeah, man, got Michael Rooker in there. Yeah, you know Michael. You know what? A couple years ago, I met Michael Rooker, actually at the Renaissance Fair down in Irwindale. I seem to like every time we go to the Renaissance Fair, I meet somebody. Like I know one year we were there. Was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? And it was the same day. Like Angelina Jolie was there the same day. We didn't see her or anything. Probably just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I would have recognized her because I ran into Thomas Lennon at the Renaissance Fair as well. Yeah, Michael Rooker last year. Paul Stanley was there, and he was all in his full Kiss get up. Um, Always cool people there. I think Thomas Lennon. He was one of those ones when I seen him there, I was like, oh, dude. I was just walking by him. I was like, hey, man. I just said, hey, man, it's so great to see you here. And he walked up to me. He came up like kind of not aggressively, but he came up to me and reached out and shook my hand. He's like, hey, man, great to see you, man. And I was like, dude, like I was flying. I'm like, dude, that was so cool. Like I just met Thomas Lennon. Like Thomas Lennon. Like I don't want to get starstruck or nothing, but like that. Like I was so kind of excited. I'm like, dude, like that was cool because he was like super cool about it too. You know what I mean? Because like some of them, like I don't like to put people on the spot. When I see them out in places like that, like oh hey, and get them all kinds of attention. They're just there trying to have fun with their family too. But yeah, he was really cool. I was like, dang. But then again, a whole lot of people probably don't recognize Thomas Lennon out in public, and all those kinds of things. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. The Goon, yes, it's gone in the NHL now. Yeah. At least be a good goon. The captain knows what I'm talking about. Yes, definitely. Ovidio Rodriguez says, talking about looks, what do you think about the love triangle between Scott, Logan, and Gene? They seem to be sharing an open room layout, and one of the other bar sinister secrets is he references them. Yes, Ovidio Rodriguez. Let's go ahead. You know what? We'll shift gears here. We'll go ahead and shift gears here. Let's get caught up a little bit here more on these. I love me some hockey. Definitely love some hockey. I like my coffee black. You know what? I can drink it black now. I didn't used to like it that way. Gene doesn't love Logan. Only Cyclops. I don't know. The Mulan live action isn't a musical. Okay. I might watch Mulan, says Cap. Yeah, I probably would too. I think the soundtrack may have some similar riffs, but no singing. Okay. It would be silly if soldiers marching toward war were not singing. This is true. Aggressively. Cap says, we sang in Iraq right into the insurgents. Hey, there you go, man. Fuck yeah. This is supposed to be a PG-13 show. Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing strikes fear into enemy troops like a trap dance or like a tap dance. I thought you said trap dance. I'm like, you're gonna be out there. I don't know how they dance, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, when they dance to that trap music, a tap dance number. Yes, I watch cycling too, says Cat. Nice. If you make a sport. If you make a sport tonight and put it on TV tomorrow, I'll watch it. Nice. Ben Jexter says, did you get into cycling for the Summer Olympics? No, not really. Because they're like, that's almost like, I won't even say it's like joke cycling because it's not, but it's not the same. Just like, because they're not, like, what I like is the stage races. The one-day races are cool. The week-long ones are cool, but I'm not really into like the whole one-day ones, but they can be exciting. But no, I don't really get into it for the Summer Olympics. Now, I can tell you a lot of the riders, they really get into it. I'll watch chess if it's competitive enough. Nice. I get way too into minor league baseball in my area because it's funny and cheap. Oh, yeah, I bet. I know that dude. Days of Thunder is awesome. Yeah, it is. It's a fun way to get passionate about a live show while drinking. It's how I got escorted out of Marvel Universe Live. The ice skate show? No, that's Marvel on Ice. I got a warning to calm down in one of their shows. That's hilarious. Wolverine and Cyclops are definitely banging. Oh yeah, yeah they are. You guys won't take Gene off of. Scott. He already doesn't get any cosmic time in Dawn of X. Wolverine and Cyclops are definitely. That's hilarious. Okay, now yeah, getting back to Video's comment here about Scott, Logan, and Gene. Yes, they're down to make some mutants, and they're out there actively trying. They're going to, man. I'm telling you, he's definitely hitting that. Wolverine is definitely hitting that. But did you guys also notice that Scott's getting him some too, man? We all know that he has to have been busting them chops on Emma Frost too. Because when I was sitting here reading X-Men this week, I was like, oh man, they're gonna hump right there in the middle on the Quiet Council of Krakoa. That I thought they were going to. Where's it at here? Oh, where is it at here? Wasn't it in X-Men where he said that? Maybe it wasn't in X-Men. I thought it was in X-Men where he said it. Let me see. I thought it was in X-Men where he said that. It wasn't in X-Force. What else came out this week? Oh, maybe. No. It might have been. Yeah, it was X-Men Fantastic Four. This right here. This right here got me chuckling pretty good. I remember, yeah, it was Chip Zdarsky that wrote this. When they're sitting there in the Quiet Council of Krakoa, we know. I mean, look at that. Look at that look on her face. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that look on her face. That look on her face. She's got that look in her eye. And she says, "Look at you, Mr. Summers, in the chambers with the upper class. Does it kindle any desire to be on the Quiet Council?" And he says, with a smirk on his face, "Absolutely not. You know me, Miss Frost. I live to serve." And she just sits there like, dude. Oh man, I'm telling you, Cyclops hitting that proper, dude. Cyclops hitting that too, dude. Yeah, they're definitely, but yes, definitely Scott, Jean, and Logan. They're definitely got some stuff going on there as well, as we've seen here on X-Men at the very beginning, where they're all sitting there, kind of. It makes you wonder what are exactly how much they up to though, because I mean, everything's going on here. We see them, they're, kicking it right there. They're having their nice little conversation. And, he asks him, isn't this where he asks him if he wants to go to Chandelar with him? Yeah, he wants to go to You want to go to Chandelar and hang out with us? I think it would be a good time for us to get it on. Yeah, in deep outer space. Yeah, they're definitely getting on, man. These mutants, man, it's something else, man. There's something going on here. A whole lot of crazy stuff too, and that's like everything that's going on here. As we know that they've all kind of been a lot of them have been reborn at this point, but there's some of the stuff too that's what was so great. That what was so great about X-Force this week too, because we've been getting a lot of these character interactions. We've been getting a lot of character interactions between Domino and Colossus. And what happened in this week's episode was really cool, where she was sitting there talking about she don't want to forget what's happened to her. She don't want to forget. She don't want to forget the scars of the past. She wants to be reminded of them. She don't want to forget. She wants to remember them when she's reborn. And after they go on their mission, we can see that that's probably going to end up happening. Very great stuff. The past couple of weeks, a lot of the character interactions over several of these books has been freaking great. Just great character like talks and discussions and interactions and things with X-Men this week. That whole conversation between Nightcrawler and Scott was really great, as he was sitting there talking about more questions. I've got just more questions. After this, I just end up with more questions. He's talking about basically starting his own religion. Just a whole bunch of different things here. A whole bunch of different things going on. And it's been so great. I'll take that. Just give me more Scott. Scott and Emma's still a thing. Newest X-Men says so. Oh yeah. Scott and Emma, yeah. I'm telling you, they're totally getting it on. Did you see that look on her face? Man, that's a look of like, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Seriously. Did you see that? I'm telling you. I'll show you again. I seriously. Look at this. Look at this. Seriously. Tell me. Like, look at that. Look at the way she's asking, and then look at the way she looks at him when he answers. Oh man, what's with these people, man? Look at that. Look at that look on his face. Look at that look on her face. Look at that. I'm telling you, I thought they were going to start humping right there in front of the Quiet Council. And I guarantee if they would have, the Quiet Council would have just been sitting like... And I can see Storm sitting there. Storm's going to get up and say, they're going to have a kid. And she's going to say, get up before your brothers and sisters. You are a mutant. They're going to have a big old birthing ceremony in there and shit. Like, I'm telling you, man, these mutants, they're living in the 70s, bruh. They're no, 60s. Would that be the 60s? They're all about that peace and love, man. Especially that peace. Just like right here, Scott Summers. He's all about that peace. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. You know, and there was somebody else in one of my comments. Somebody else left a comment, you know, and that's what's so cool about the comic book community, man. There's so many cool people that interact in the comment sections. Like, they share their knowledge and things, and I've talked about this before. Like, somebody that comes here in my chats all the time is, I got this viewer, her name is Kat Czar. She always leaves a lot of really great comments, very into the X universe and some of these things. It's always great to interact, but somebody just left a comment yesterday asking, when it comes to, God, what were we talking about this week? New Mutants, with Maxime and Manon were in it. They were asking, have the parents of Maxime and Manon been revealed yet? And I'm like, oh no, I didn't know that they weren't revealed before, that we didn't know anything about them really. But they suggested, like, I kind of wonder if it's Gambit and Rogue's kids. And I'm like, do Gambit and Rogue have kids? Because, you know, in Excalibur, that issue, they were talking about it before, and they were talking about she didn't want to have kids. But does that mean that they couldn't have at some point? I don't know. That would be interesting, though. That would be very interesting. Two Brothers Comics, how are you doing today? Captain Pennsylvania says, oh, he be serving that ass. Oh, yes, he is, man. I'm telling you. Scott hitting that. Scott hitting that for sure. Fatal J, what is up, my brother? Guys, you need to go check out Fatal J. I'm not sure if he's letting everybody know, but he's working on something. He's got a project he's working on. Can't wait to check it out. Ovidio Rodriguez says, I think that Rachel Gray is actually Logan and Jean's future child. Rachel years ago changed her name from Summers to Gray. Which one is Rachel Gray? I'm trying to think. Huh. Is that the one? Oh, wait. I'm trying to think of which one she is. Hey, everyone, these characters are just obeying the law. Oh, yes, they are aggressively relaxing. They're obeying it and they're trying to get it on. But you know what? It wasn't so welcome when what's his name was trying to get it on, huh? Remember? Yeah, the one that's over there in Otherworld now. Jamie. Yeah, Jamie Braddock. Oh yeah, he was trying to get him some, and nobody wanted to. You know, they was all being stingy. He was just trying to follow the law. Captain Pennsylvania says, hit like and subscribe. People, do it for the kids. Do it for the kids. It's for the kids. Sabretooth always beat Wolverine. Yeah, he always did. But right now, Sabretooth is sitting about very many feet under the ground, just sitting there brooding and waiting. You know Sabretooth, he's going to get out and he's going to be pissed off, man. Ovidio Rodriguez says, in all possible future timelines, there at least has to be one future where Jean and Wolverine had a child. They have too much chemistry not to. Rachel is their child from days of future past. Ah, interesting. Very well could be. Yeah, I believe that. The only thing that comes into is, how do they get to where they are now if it's in the future? But we also know there's, like, you know, all the multiverse and all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, interesting. Let's see. Aggressively Relaxed says, Domino and Colossus had a thing in Domino's latest book. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't read that book. It was that Domino Hot Shots or something. I didn't know that. I'll have to go check that out. Captain Pennsylvania says, that mutant religion thing hyped me up. I'm joining. Alright. Lonely Banter, what's up, my brother LB? How are you doing this morning? Hope all is well. Aggressively Relaxed says, Sabretooth and Omega Red have a tiger, and its whereabouts is the most important thing in all of Marvel canon to me. Sabretooth and Omega Red have a tiger, huh? Like they were doing that Krakoa thing and they had a tiger? Or I don't I, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kind of. I think. I don't know what that means. Did they have a I don't know. Anyway, um I'm liking the Domino Colossus thing. Yeah, I do like a lot of the character interaction that has happened between the two here in X Force. Some very cool stuff. And what else I like about X Force is it's been going on like it's very much like a body horror kind of thing going on here, where we've seen in here that Domino ended up getting she caught up with the person who had stolen her luck, if you will, and it turns out to be one of those like reavers, one of those hybrid type of crazy people, and it was cool too. I like how she was talking about how every time she killed one, she felt like a piece of herself returned. It reminded me of that movie, The One, with Jet Li. Remember how like he had all those different multiple timeline versions of himself, and he went out and he was trying to kill them all, and he became stronger, he became better, faster, everything like that. It kind of reminded me of that. Rachel was the Phoenix for a while. Interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. Aggressively Relaxing says, I want Domino to get with Shang-Chi again. Their celebrity couple name is Dong-Chi. Yes, we need more Dong-Chi. Perry Comics says, hey, what up, Perry Comics? Hey, my brother, how did you like that Folklords today? Or yesterday, right? Did you guys check that out? Did you guys check out Folklords issue number 4? If not, you should have. It's actually been pretty good. Boom Studio's been doing a very good job with this series. It's great because it's pulling on like this kid. He's seeing like the future through these visions, but it's all this book is also following like a bunch of, how would you say, kind of like folklore tales at the same time. It's kind of following along with a bunch of folklore tales, but it's also telling this story that's kind of like almost like the Matrix as well. Almost like, God, what's that other one? 1984 as well, like a dystopian type of future, but here it's in the past where we got these librarians who are basically silencing people out there in the world, trying to basically make drones. You know what I mean? And they send these people out on these missions when they're 18, basically. When they basically come of age, they have to go on these, what do they call them? I don't know. Basically, a journey of enlightenment, and it's great too because in this story here, Owen Wilson actually finally comes across a friend. Now, this friend he comes across, very very unique individual. Tells about this story about how they were going through trying to break their curse, and they learned all about this curse right here, on how to break spells because they felt they had a spell on them, and how they figured out how to break the spell was true love's kiss. So this person goes around kissing everybody. Yeah, I know. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. But the tale that's going on here in Folklords is very interesting, very cool stuff. And then it's great too because they're infiltrating this compound here, basically, and they end up getting the help of one of these librarians. You know what I mean? So it's like somebody on the inside is trying to help everybody else out there, trying to not break their silence, trying to just going along with the game, trying to change it from the inside. You know what I mean? All SLC punk and shit. But it's very cool because they end up getting into this thing and going through all these like these different stories, going through these corridors, going through these different doors, and kind of stumbling into all these different like kind of realities. Very interesting stuff though, man. Folklords continues to be great, and then he ends up right here in like looks like World War I or something. You know what I mean? As they're going here traversing through these things, and then we get right here all these librarians coming around telling everybody shh shh. Cool stuff because they're trying to silence everybody and basically trying to like kind of how the world is, like everybody just go with the flow, don't say anything to don't rock the boat. A lot of these kind of things coming up here. And then all of a sudden, at the very end of the book, this very last page here is what I thought was cool. This last page reveal and what's going on here. This story that's being told here. Folklores, man. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. It's been a slow burn of a story, but it's been so great at the same time. And I know Perry Comics out there, it's definitely got his stamp of approval, and I know he's loving it. Let's see. Captain Pennsylvania says Phoenix Force loves them mutants. Maybe the god in their new religion. Very well could be. Aggressively Relaxing says they found a baby tiger and then Sabretooth went to jail, leaving the tiger with Omega Red. Now Red shows up without the tiger. I hope Reed sinks that whole stupid tiger orphan island. Ooh, not only that, but he shows up without the tiger, and he shows up talking about how he started killing animals instead of humans to live. Very interesting. Perry Comics says, how's it going, Captain and Superior? Dude, I have so many questions. I need issue 5. I know, right? It's been pretty good, but it makes you wonder, like, with that guy who's writing the story, right? Who's the guy writing the story? Is that supposed to be him? But also he's talking about how basically like life imitating art and art imitating, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of that whole thing. Very good. I like the way this issue ended. Definitely kind of left on that. Definitely makes me want to read issue 5. Definitely need issue 5 now after reading it. Yes, definitely. Whiskey Stills and Tumbleweeds, how are you doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Captain Pennsylvania says, Ovidio Rodriguez, you make very valid points. As a Cyclops fan, I can't listen though. Oh no, what do you say? I must have missed something there. Yeah, I must have missed something there. I love whiskey and MMA. Hey, that works. You know, whiskey and MMA. Yeah, at the same time even. At the same time, nice. Superhero Review says, aggressively, did we just become best friends? Where's it? Cue the Step Brothers gif. Yup. Let's go to the garage and karate. Yes. Do you have a samurai sword signed by Randy Jackson? Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. I wish. I do have a sweet drum set. Yeah, I have a sweet drum set too, actually. I really do. It's sitting here in my closet. It's a Tama Rockstar set. It's like tealish kind of green. Very nice set. I do play drums. I'm not a drummer, but I do play drums. Anybody who's a drummer could tell you the difference. But yeah, and guys, another one. Speaking of which, I've got some other comic books that I've got to read. God, what all did I get read? I did definitely get those read. I thought there was another one here that I got read this morning too. Oh, yes. Yes. Guys, okay. This one right here, Cult Classic Creature Feature, issue number 5. Man. Hey, speaking of which, did you guys check out my comic book pull list yesterday? What did you guys think of that? Did you guys like the whole live video thing? Was that kind of cool? The only thing I will say is the audio wasn't that great, so I'm going to see what I can do about maybe changing that in the future. Maybe see if I can get a better microphone to hook to my phone so I can do that live streaming there from the comic shop. But what did you guys think about that? Did you check it out? Did you watch my comic book pull list review or my comic book pull list yesterday? I did it live. I've actually got an actual video queued up and everything ready to drop here on the channel. But I got it all done, and then yesterday I was sitting here at the house. I was like, well, why don't I just go do my comic book pull list live at the shop, right? Do you guys think go watch the video and let me know what you think about like the audio and all that stuff? If I, just like, no, because the audio, it wasn't that great. Let me tell you, it wasn't that great. But let me know what you guys think about that. But I thought it was kind of fun because I've seen, that's something I've been thinking about here lately, guys. Like with some of my videos, some of my comic book reviews, I've kind of slowed down a little bit on some of them. Mainly because I'm like, I've been trying to get some of the bigger ones out there because I'm like trying to think of a different format, something cool, something a little bit different to do with them. Like some of them I've shot in my local comic book shop. I'll record the review there and drop them here on the channel. And some of them I shoot here at the house. But I'm trying to think of just different things to keep it interesting because, I mean, mostly, we got me and, there's plenty of people out there in the comic book community and we all review comic books. And believe me when I say I do like the range of different reviews out there as opposed to like movie reviews. Like it's really different. I was talking about that the other day, but something different to kind of switch it up because I feel like almost like sometimes when I'm sitting down to shoot, like almost like it's the same video every time. You know what I mean? And I want it to be a little bit different. But what do you guys think? Let me know. And I know what you guys are thinking too. You guys are sitting there thinking like, oh, weren't you wearing that shirt in yesterday's comic book pull list live stream? Yes, I was. But I came home, relaxed, and I went to sleep last night, and I woke up this morning. I went for a bike ride. I got home, and I had to get home and get my kids ready for school, and I just put on yesterday's clothes because I'm hot and sweaty. Okay, I'm hot and sweaty, and I didn't want to, get a new shirt all hot and sweaty when I was already hot and sweaty and it was just dirty, and this shirt was just dirty, from sitting on the floor from me wearing it yesterday. Yeah, guys, yes, it's been a very busy morning, and yeah, I woke up. I don't know what time did I wake up this morning. About a quarter to 4 a.m. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to keep up with you East Coasters, guys, but let alone I'm an early riser anyway. Anyway, guys, yes, I have it on my. Perry Comics says I have it on my watch later. I want to see it. Streaming at the LCS is great. Yes, and like I said, I think I just need to get a better microphone for doing that because I was using my wireless headset, but I just did the live stream straight through YouTube, so it's a little bit different there than when I was doing the ones through Streamlabs. Like, remember when I was on vacation doing you guys seem to like those walking streams. Believe me, when I say I would do like my morning movie chat, live stream it from my phone walking around the neighborhood where I live at and stuff, but our reception here sucks. It sucks. Plus, I'm a cyclist. If anything, I would do it while I was out riding. But then I'm going, I'm usually doing between 15 and 20 miles an hour, and there's a lot of wind, so all you would be hearing is the wind. You just hear, and that's really about it. But streaming at the LCS is great. Yeah, I need to do that more because I have their Wi-Fi there and everything, so that's pretty cool. But I will be for New Comic Book Day or Free Comic Book Day. I will be doing a live stream there, probably for Free Comic Book Day as well. So make sure you guys are subbed up and all that kind of stuff. We'll be doing that for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if I didn't work so much, I could catch all of them. As far as the streams and stuff, yeah, I hear you. The Lonely Banter says, second stream Marvel, yeah, it was good. Okay, all right, good deal. Yeah, I wasn't for sure how anybody would like that. I thought it would be pretty cool, like get in there and you guys could see my local comic book shop, and maybe one of these days I need to go through there. I need to roll through there and do a live stream. Maybe I'll do a live comic book review there. Maybe sometime this weekend or next weekend, because they have card tournaments there that they do, like like Yu-Gi-Oh and just those different. I don't know what all they are, man. You guys probably know that stuff better than me, but they do all kinds of those things. I'll see it tonight, says Cap. Nice. Aggressively relaxing says Trinity. Would you sit on the drums being my music? Would you sit on the drums being my musical co-host like on a late night show if I go live? Yes. For you, aggressively relaxing, yes, I would. I would be your musical co-host. I'll just be like Paul Schaefer, but I'll be on drums and I'll be cool. I'll be your Phil Collins. Phil Collins is a great drummer. The Lonely Banter says, second stream Marvel, how about when you ask questions in live stream, look at the chat instantly? Well, because if I ask the question now and I look instantly, then there's a time lag. There's a little bit of a time lag. But I got you, LB. I got you, man. Whiskey Stills and Tumbleweed says, I saw it. You sounded okay, but could hear the other dude very well. Okay. Couldn't hear the other guy. Okay, you're talking about when I seen Daniel there. Okay, yeah, it's because I had the mic around me and he was like in front of me, and yeah, I get it. That makes sense. And I was kind of wondering too when I started talking to him. I kind of didn't think that you would be able to. That's why I walked over to him at one point. But even then, the microphone was still closer to me. So yeah, I'll see what I can do about. Like, I'm working on something else to get all that kind of stuff set up and regular to go to. Aggressively Relaxing says, I used to do regular reviews and I would always use video of the creators. Like like I found Mike Allred asking where the bathroom was and put it in my Silver Surfer reviews. Nice. Yes. Perry Comics says, I stream at the LCS. It's very awkward for me walking around with a selfie stick. Yeah, I was gonna say, and yeah, I don't know. I don't have a selfie stick, but I just I just carry the phone. But I actually got my tripod as well, and like the thing that it attaches to, it comes out, so I can carry it around, somewhat like a selfie stick too. Yeah. It was it was super entertaining, Perry. Yes. You should support them shops, definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's kind of what gave me the idea too, because it seemed like Perry was going in there, streaming while doing his LCS thing, and I seen like Biggie Shack. He does a lot of those live streams where he's out driving around. You see him cruising around, smoking his cigarettes and gassing up, and going inside and doing some long box diving. Oh, see what I did there? Anyway, Lonely Banter says, lies. Cancel Trinity. Does this man ever do laundry? Not complaining. Yeah, no. Ryan, you just missed it. Yeah. No, I went out for a bike ride this morning, and when I got back from the bike ride, I haven't taken a shower since I got back from the bike ride because I got my bike ride done. Then I got home, and I had to get my kids ready for school. And when I got home and I was all hot and sweaty, I was like, instead of getting a brand new shirt all hot and sweaty, I just picked up yesterday's laundry off the floor. I mean, come on. I mean, I wasn't that hot and sweaty yesterday when I was wearing this anyway, so... Still smells good. It still smells good. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I'm gonna go and take a shower and all that stuff. Don't come on, man. Come on. I'm not just some sort of sick pig. I swear. Thanks aggressively. I'm that weird guy in sandals walking around like a D-bag. Oh, you wanna? Okay, no. You're a weird guy in sandals walking around like a D-bag? I'm a weird guy in Crocs. Yeah, look, these things have been through it all. Look, they got oil. They got oil stains on them and grease stains from when I've worked on my vehicles on these things. Look, they don't even have treads on the things anymore. Look, they don't even have the things anymore. They ripped off. I'm telling you. These things are bulletproof. I've had these Crocs for probably a good 10 years. Seriously, I've had them for probably 10 years, man. Thank God we can't smell through YouTube. No, and besides, hey man, my natural stink smells good. I'm not one of those people who, like, when they start sweating and get all sweaty and smelly, that smells really bad. Like, I smell good. I smell real good. I smell like a man. Oh man, that's funny. Oh. And LB, when you say lies, are you talking about catching up with the chat, or are you talking about me not being smelly? Let's see. Aggressively Relaxing says, it's a dream of mine to fly out and drive around with Biggie, but not make a big deal about it. Definitely, man. Definitely. Wouldn't that be great to sit there and be his cameraman while he's driving around, and you can be sitting there like, woohoo, I'm here with Biggie Shack. Yeah. Whiskey Steals and Tumbleweed says, sniff test 100% accurate. Yes. Yes, you always got to do the sniff test. Always got to do the sniff test. Bulletproof. Wow. Bulletproof. What's bulletproof? What I miss? I think it's yes. They are, man. You must be talking about the Crocs. They are. I think it's time to buy new sandals there. No, man, these aren't sandals. They're Crocs. They're Crocs. Get it right, man. Dang. Anyway, guys, what? Oh, you thought you were a real Star Wars fan, but you're not the one with one of those Anakin Slurpee cups, are you? Are you? Yeah. Only real fans of Star Wars have this stuff, baby. Yeah. Real fans. Only real fans. Not fake fans. Not those fans out there that say they're fans. Not those fans out there that turn red in the face and spitting at their camera fans because they're upset because the movie hurt their feelings. No. Only real fans have the Slurpee. The Slurpee that came with the Darth Dew. Remember the Darth Dew? Ooh, look at that. See how they're kind of battling there? You probably can't see it too well. They're kind of battling there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't have that cup. You're jealous. Who's the real fan here now, huh? Who's the real fan now? Yeah, prequels, baby. Anyway, that cup is woke. Yes, that cup is woke. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm awake right now. I'm woke. Anyway, guys, yeah, like I was saying, cult classics. Did I miss? I must have missed. Cult Classic was a great book. You guys need to go read Cult Classic. This book is the MF and best. However, I've got to say, I didn't like this ending the best because it just ended. But I like the way. But at the same time, I like the way it ended too. Man, dang it, dang it. It's because you know what? It's almost like when you. Oh man, I'm not sure if I can talk about those right now. It's a man thing. It's a man thing. But you know, like when you get all worked up, and then there was like, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about. And then I got this one read too, guys. Finger Guns, issue number 1. You know, after, I'm telling you, after watching that interview with the writer of this book that Dylan did on his channel, on Dylan's Comics, I should have known. I should have followed my instincts that day and canceled this at my local comic shop. I'm gonna shoot a review on this. It's not a terrible book. It's not a great book. It's not a good book. It's I finally found one out there, Perry. I finally found one of those Vault Comics titles. But altogether, it's not bad. It's just yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's a pretty cool cover. I've got to shoot a review on this one, and I like reviewing books like this because it gives me a challenge. It gives me a challenge to go out there and really review something like this. I can't wait till I have to go review this one and break it all down and share all my thoughts with you guys on Finger Guns, issue number 1. This book from Vault Comics, one of my favorite comic book publishers out there. But this book right here, I don't know, man. I should have known. Justin. I should have known Justin Richards when I watched that interview the other day. I should have known. I should have followed my instincts, but I didn't. I kept with it. I stuck to my guns. Ha ha ha. See what I did there? Yeah. Finger Guns. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't recommend it. It was okay. The art was okay. I'll leave it at that for right now. But anyway, guys, I've got a couple more I've got to get read. I've got to read Falcon and Winter Soldier here. I cannot wait until I get to read this and drop a review on this. So when I sit there and I make the clickbait title that I'm going to be reviewing Falcon and Winter Soldier number 1, I can't wait for all those dislikes of people who are going to come to my channel thinking that we're talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier like some sort of script leaks for episode number 1 on Falcon and Winter Soldier, and people are going to be freaking out and they're going to be disliking the video and say, I thought this was about the Disney Plus show. No, it's about the comic book, guys. It's about the comic book. I've got that one. I can't wait to get read. Another one I've got to read here is Punisher Soviet, issue number 4. Have you guys been reading this, and have you read this one yet? If so, what are your thoughts on it? The first 3 issues I thought were okay. Now, it's under this, it says explicit content, you know, and it's got, you know, it's under this this Max Comics, and it doesn't really mean nothing, man. Like, this hasn't even really been that bloody. It's been a little gory and stuff, but like, and I'm also a little upset too because they're not giving me my digital copy here. I want my digital copy with this, you sons of. Because I'm not paying again for this issue just to have it on digital copy. You should have a digital copy in there. But Punisher Soviet, it doesn't seem like it's been coming out every month, man. It seems like this one another one of those series where Marvel has just kind of forgot about that they were writing a book and putting out a book. you know, kind of like that J.J. Abrams Spider-Man book. Yeah, the one with J.J. and Henry Abrams with Sarah Pacelli on art. Did they forget they were publishing that book? Like, because like, oh, hey, we'll release a book. Yeah, a couple months go by, we'll release. Like, they're trying to turn it into, what was that one that DC just did? Was it Doomsday Clock? Are they just trying to do that with this book? Like, it's going to take them a year to release 6 issues? What's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. But anyway, that's all I've got for today's video, guys. like I said, let me know what you guys think. We started off talking about some of those sports movies. Do you guys like sports movies? What's so great about them? There is something that's good about them. They always these always give me those touchy feel good feelings and stuff. You know what I mean? There's just something about them that always seems to be good. Even people who don't like sports seem to like these kind of sports drama movies. Like I said, because when it comes to sports, man, I'm telling you, you see the best and the worst of humanity. Seriously, it does. Even in real sports, it's pretty crazy. Also started talking about some comic books. It was a really good time. Let's see what we got here. That cup as well. Yeah. Let's see. Whiskey Stills and Tumbleweed says, "I hope there isn't green space lizard cow booby milk in that cup." No, there isn't. There is not. It's just and this one. No, this one's just water. This one's just water. Isn't that how we done it? Captain Pennsylvania says, "Gotta get ready for work. Peace, guys." Dude, don't be using those 4-letter words on my channel. Work? You gonna get me demonetized. Take it easy, Cap. Whiskey Steals and Tumbleweed says, "Take care, Cap." Aggressively Relaxing says, "If you want to learn how to be a real fan, join Jedi Always Carry Khaki Outfits Forever Friends." I'm gonna do that. Jedi. Can we come up with a more catchy acronym name like Jack? Oh yeah, Jack. Yeah. It's the oldest Star Wars fan group. Come check it out. Yes, I'm gonna join that, guys. Let's make that viral. Let's ask everybody. Forget all those other hashtags out there. I'm gonna go change mine right now. I'm gonna go change my hashtag to the Jedi Always Carry Khaki Outfits Forever Friends. Jack off. The oldest Star Wars fan group. Yeah, I'm there with you. Aggressively Relaxing. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Can I say that I'm one of the founding members? That I said on the council, maybe? I don't know. I like that. Jedi Always Carry Khaki Outfits Forever Friends. It just has a ring to it. Oh my god, the bomb just dropped. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here, guys. Pay attention here on the channel for some more comic book reviews that are going to be dropping soon. Did you guys check out my review for Hexagon issue number 1? It's going to be coming out, releasing at your local comic book shop on March 18th. It's a new title from Impact Theory Comics. You guys should make sure you go check it out. Make sure you go check out the video that I did for that. Really good book, really great art in it, great story, great writer, great publisher. Everything about this book is going to be great. I may end up purchasing an extra copy or two to do some giveaways on it as well here in the near future. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about too is Impact Theory is one of my favorite comic book publishers out there. They've only got 2 titles. They've actually only got 1 title out right now. They are getting ready to come out with the second, like I just said, in Hexagon later this month. But head to Impact Theory's website. Go to their comics section. Go click on comics. Or you can just go to comics.impacttheory.com, I think, and check out their digital codes. You can download every single issue of Neon Future 1 through 6 absolutely free. Just go there and put the digital copy in your cart like you're going to buy it. It only asks you for your email, no billing information. They only need that to verify who you are, who they're sending it to. Go there. You can read each and every issue of Neon Future absolutely free. Absolutely free. Right now through Impact Theory. Go check out their channel, or go check out their website. Go check out their channel here on YouTube as well. But go check it out. Neon Future, one of my favorite comic books of last year. You can read the entire volume for free, basically. But don't you got to go buy each individual issue. Issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. Go buy the digital copy, and they're free. Absolutely free. Free. Go check them out. My favorite comic book of last year. You guys all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be going over the comic book previews for the next month. We're going to do that probably tomorrow. I was thinking maybe we could always do that on Saturday when we get Dylan and Chris from Chaos and Comics here. Maybe we could do that on Saturday for Saturday's comic book stream instead. But let me know what you guys think about that. Would you rather me do the show alone tomorrow, the comic book previews of the indie comic books tomorrow? Or would you rather me do that with Dylan and Chris from Chaos and Comics tomorrow? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.